So as you see, the 10-inch is out and the 8-inch is in there just for now, so we can still have some fun with this guy in the meantime. But check this out. I didn't have to take the headers off or drop the crossmember. This sits right there in the headers. And I must say, even though these things were a pain in the you-know-what to install, it made life freaking easier. And that's what we're talking about today. All right, so we're back. Skipped ahead a lot because who wants to see me install a torque converter? I actually have how to install a transmission on my channel, so you want to check it out. You know, look in the comments. I'll pin that link when I install the transmission, show you guys how to do that. But anyways, this is what I thought was odd about the 10-inch, which is now in the box. I'm going to send it off to PTC. If you look at this, with that 10-inch, I had to use this spacer in between the motor and the transmission, which I always thought that was odd, only because it's a Gen 1 motor with a, TX350. I've never talked to anyone, and even the transmission builder says he uses these a lot in Fords, but he's never used one on a GM, especially like, a Gen 1 and a transmission that's meant to go with it. We thought it was the maybe the bell housing, the Ultra Bell, but when I put that 8-inch back in there, it didn't have that issue. It had it had like that much clearance. So I had to take this guy out, which sucked because I had to bolt it up twice. I don't like doing that. So it's all in there. The fluids have been checked, did all off camera. And I haven't got on it yet. So let's take this guy for a ride. And I want to see where this one flashes, because I noticed the 10-inch down there. I think something might have been going bad with that guy. Because first it would flash, if I just, put it in third gear and gave it gas, it would flash at like, 4,800, 4,900. And then when I came back from the track, I hit it, and it was like beyond 5,000, even motor, when I was hitting it real hard to see where it flashed at. So I'm going to put this one in there. And if this one is actually lower than the 10-inch, which it shouldn't be because it's a way looser converter, then I think maybe that guy, there was something wrong with it. I did see a lot of like, shiny metal flakes in the fluid. Not too bad, but it was an indication that something was not quite right with something in there. So haven't gone on it yet. Let's drive this guy around and see what happens. All right, guys, so this is actually, I'm back from the track already. This is the next day. And it's good that I had my trailer, there's the straps for it right here, because I killed my alternator on the last pass, and I ended up killing the battery, wouldn't charge the battery. But anyways, I'll go over a couple of things I did before I went to the track. And it didn't do too good, but did okay, I guess. I mean, I did put screws in the tire so it wouldn't rotate in the rim. And when I was out there at the track, I knew it was going to be a bad day. First of all, it was cold, and the track prep definitely was not there, because you watch this first run, I actually shook the tires super bad on motor, which I have never done before. So go ahead and I'll roll that clip right now. So after that pass, I kind of was looking over things. I noticed this that I never really noticed before. If you look at this side right here, this is the helper leaf, which I should probably get rid of the helper leaf anyways, because I don't think people even run this helper leaf. Hopefully it won't load the truck too much. We'll have to figure out how that works out, but I'll take it out and see how it sits. But look at this side right here. It is completely on the leaf, right? But let's look at this side. And the ladder bars are set up the exact same way. I even tested them out today. But you see over there, there's a gap right there. So I'm not sure if this leaf is kind of screwed up or the helper ladder, you know, little ladder spring thing, the helper leaf is doing something to it. So I think maybe this might be upsetting the vehicle a little bit, causing it to preload now, because I've never noticed that before. This must be recently this motor is done to it, because I never really had a 60-foot time. Maybe it's the tires. Maybe it's these slicks, the bias ply that's upsetting it, because it never really had a problem when it was on the Mickey Thompson ET streets. So I don't know, but I ended up getting out the groove, and I'll show you this next clip. It did make a decent hit. The mile per hour was the same it was when I ran a 1040, but it's only running 1060s because I can't get this darn thing to 60 anymore. Check it out. All right, so in this next clip, this is my only nitrous pass. After I made that nitrous hit, my alternator decided to take a crap, and the battery wasn't charging. It was just eating up charge over there on the charger. I was like, crap, it's always freaking something, right? So this one, it still shook the tires really bad for a second, but I was able to drive through it, but it shook, and you can watch the tag. It was, got an inside and an outside one. Thank you to DD. He sent me the video of the outside clip. So I can at least, you know, get something, and you'll watch it. It'll hit like it wants to hit, and then right when the tires get to a point where they start to come off the ground, it unloads, and then it loads back up, and it drives through it. So I got some stuff to do to this guy for sure over the wintertime. So I know a lot of you guys can probably be like, you know, you probably need to get the different leaves in the back, the split monoleafs, which I know will help. But to be honest, guys, I'm not sure exactly what's going on with my job right now. I could be unemployed for all I know in a month or so. So really, I can't spend hardly any money on this guy right here. So whatever I'm going to do is going to be budget mods to this guy. I'm going to give this guy more travel. I'm going to check all my shock settings, make sure they're right. I'm going to take out the leaf, and then I'm going to put the cage in myself with flux core. I know you say you shouldn't do that, whatever, but man, hey, I'm on a budget right now. I got to do everything to this guy until I know what's going on with my job as cheaply as possible, because if not, then I really can't do anything to it. So, like I said, I have a lot of work cut out for me over the winter time. Let's see what we can't do to it, and hopefully my job's okay. But until then, guys, I'll let you know what's going on. Keep on wrenching, and peace.